Hey everybody, Wire here. Let me show you a couple of flea market finds I got last couple of weeks here. A lot of you guys know that I like restoring antique radios other than the tools. So these are going to be future products. My wife Tweety, she picked this up last week for me for $10. It's an old Philco 42-345. It was built in 1942. It's in pretty rough shape, but I think we can get this back together. The cabinet seems to be okay. It's missing the power cord, so we can't test it. It has all the tubes in it. Everything is there. So this is going to be one of the future projects we do. As I like putting these back together, especially the old wooden ones. And like I said, this is an old Philco. Let's go to the next one. Okay, this is in rough shape. This is a Zenith transoceanic radio. It really needs some work done to it. There's leatherette finishes coming off. I've always wanted one of these. The knobs work. The dial string is either not working or something's wrong with it in the back. This has the wave magnet on it, and this one came with the. Let me move this up a little bit for you so you can see it. And this one came with the book. A lot of these don't come with the book. This is always missing. So this is going to be a project for us too. And this one has mouse nests in the back. We're not going to get into that. And this one, I believe, has all the tubes. I'm not sure. I haven't opened it up because I got to take this outside and clean the mouse nest out of the back. So this is another project for the future. Okay. Man. Now this one here is another Philco. It's missing the little knob to set the, I believe it's an on and off. Yeah, this is an on and off switch. I believe that's a tone switch. This is known as the Philco owl because the front of it looks like an owl. And I believe this is all tube. And this was built in 1951, I believe. And this is another one that we're gonna restore too. So I do have the schematics for all these. So this is also going to be a future project. So let me put up here what we're going to be working on now. Okay, fellas, this is what we're going to be working on now today. This is my Yaesu FTDX 1200 HF and 6 meter all mode radio. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Mars and Cat modification on this so we can transmit from up to 30 megahertz and from 50 to 54 megahertz. The mod's not illegal to do, but some of the frequencies are illegal to transmit on. I'm only modding this for emergencies, just in case something happens. With the way things are going right now in this country, everything's iffy. I want to be able to send an SOS out on the Mars frequencies if I have to, or if something happens to where there's a terrorist situation, I want to be able to get to the military right away. Like I said, it's illegal to transmit on these frequencies, but in emergency you can. So let me get this set up and we'll get down to this. Okay, we're going to have to access the bottom of this. It's got 18 screws we need to take out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them out and I'm going to show you what we got to do to make the modification to this. It's not really hard modification. It's basically just a little blob of solder, just shortening out one of the diodes in here, and that'll open it all up for us to be able to transmit through the whole frequency. Right now, this radio just transmit on the ham radio frequencies, and that's the 8 meter, 75 meter, 40 meter, 20 meter, 17 meter, 30 meter, the whole 9 yards here. It doesn't do VHF. This is basically an HF rig, but it does receive shortwave through all the frequencies up to 54 megahertz. So we're just going to do this mod, and we'll show you what it can do. In fact, you'll be able to transmit on the CB frequencies on this thing as well. It doesn't do that now. That's locked out. So let me get this open and I'll show you exactly what we have to do here. Okay, I don't know how well this is coming up, but you can see this pad over here with all these little jumpers. What we got to do is we got to go to number 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we got to jump that pad to make the mod on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some masking tape around everything else but that, because I don't want to drop any solder on anything, and we'll get that done, and I'll show you after it's done what it looks like. Be right back. Okay, if you can see it, there's a little blob of solder right there on number 5, and I think that's going to do it. So what we're going to do is put this back together, and we'll fire this up and see if it works. Anyway, let me put it back together, and I'll catch you later on. Okay, we're back. I already did a factory reset on this because it requires you to do a factory reset when you do a mod on it. So let's turn it on. And as you can hear, I've got it set on AM and I got it set on the CB frequency. Normally this radio does not transmit on the citizen band frequencies. It's a ham radio. But I wanted to get this radio to transmit on all frequencies, just for emergency purposes only. I have other radios that I do ham radio on. I could still do ham radio on this one. So let's give this a shot and see if it's transmitting on it. And you'll see light right up in here turn on as soon as I hit the push to talk. And as you see, it's transmitting on the CB bands. By the way, I do have this on a dummy load. I don't have it hooked to an antenna. But anyway, the mod worked, and like I said, this is for future emergency uses only. Anyway, fellas, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. I'm hoping to do a tool the next time. I got some more tools that I acquired at the flea market I'm in. So I'll see you guys the next time. This is Wire. See ya!